This is the most terrifying 60-second horror short I've ever created, and it's all based on a true story. In 2006, a 12-year-old boy drowned in a lake in England. The doctors were able to resuscitate him after 3 minutes of him being clinically dead. But when he woke up, something was very wrong. He started speaking fluent Latin. Now, this is a language that literally no one around him knew. So, where did it come from? He said, Venit ex umbra, which translates to it came from the shadow. And then he started writing in Latin, which, oh, is that really him? Writing in Latin, the language of the Romans. But he never took a class on it. No one in his family knew Latin. And yet he seemed to know the language fluently. The doctors and the nurses were absolutely baffled. They had no idea what was going on. Was he possessed? Was this some sort of one-off freak thing? Or is there something more sinister going on here? Now, before I reveal what the boy actually said, let me just establish this. All of these scenes with the Latin writing and the shadow figures, they were all AI generated. It was just easier for me to make him write in Latin rather than trying to get my hands on an actual textbook on Latin. And yeah, I used an AI to generate those shadow figures because that would have been pretty hard to film realistically. But anyway, the boy, after saying that it came from the shadow, he stopped speaking. He stopped moving. His eyes rolled back into his head. And then he just looked straight up at the ceiling like he was having some kind of seizure. But then he just went limp. Now, the doctors were able to stabilize him, but they had no idea what was going on. They didn't know how to help him. They didn't know how to treat him. They didn't know what was causing this. And then, get this, after a few days, he woke up and he started speaking Latin again. He said, Veni, vidi, vici, which is, I came, I saw, I conquered. But who or what conquered? Conquered what? And why did it take 3 days for him to wake up and start speaking Latin again? Well, the doctors still had no answers, but I have one. Some languages, they're not meant to be spoken again.